Welcome to the phenomenal Royal Rumble review.
Where the game has come to play.
Do 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 do.
So hey everybody, this is obviously not Raw review. We're doing the Royal Rumble review, so we're calling it the Royal review. But the series that we're gonna do, we debated what we were gonna do, and we're going to do the pay-per-view separate.
Yeah.
So
this is pay-per-review.
I thought of doing it as a special, like they do on programming. I'm thinking how they title TV shows, and like I like to do it season 1 episode. If you notice, I do it just like you would do it in like a TV Guide or anything like that on tvdb.com if you want to check out how they number their numbering logic. Good. But this is totally pay-per-views are totally separate.
Yeah.
And they're their own thing.
But like Raws are the thing that built up to them.
And Raw is the most important. That's why we don't do SmackDown. Maybe someday, as we get bigger, we might do SmackDown or even do NXT and stuff like that. But that's a limited audience. But the big one, I mean, the one you really pay attention to is Raw. And then you go for each pay-per-view because the Raw right after a pay-per-view is usually a really, really big deal, which... Mm-hmm. Spoilers, it is.
It was awesome.
We're going to do that next. But we're going to first tackle the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble.
Actually, I had this idea for a show called This Week in Wrestling.
Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what we're doing.
A news show, though. Like cool stuff that happened.
During wrestling?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we'll expand. Yeah. We'll keep expanding as we get our audience bigger. Maybe we can do more shows.
Yeah.
And again, this is on gamerfridge.com. Actually, I haven't got any of these up right now, but look up Gamerfridge on YouTube, and we're making a playlist, and everything that we're doing is going to be in
our channel.
So I got some tutorials on if you guys want to know the back end of how we actually produce this. It's like I always say, it's a learning process, and right now we're actually doing a step up. We're actually taping our audio separate. The last couple shows were on the actual PS4, but PS4 is in the living room, and it's really inconvenient. Everybody has to leave, so now we're in our office doing this show. So legit, and we're trying to get more legit as we go. So let's jump right into the Royal Rumble. So this was built up quite a lot.
Yep.
The biggest deal about this is that the actual Royal Rumble match is going to be for the championship. The WWE Championship.
Second time it's been on the line. First time it's been defended.
Yeah. So that makes the Royal Rumbles a really big deal in itself. But having it, whoever wins it automatically gets the championship.
It's a pretty big deal.
That's huge. So, but besides the Royal Rumble, there's also other matches. Mm-hmm. And they usually, each title gets defended on, most of the time on pay-per-views. I don't know if they do it.
It's kind of devalued Night of Champions, to be honest.
Yeah, Night of Champions, there used to be more champions. I've watched some old episodes of Night of Champions, and there was way more belts. There was 2...
We need more.
There was 2 tag team belts. Those got unified. There was actually a heavyweight championship belt and a WWE championship belt. That got unified.
That's why it's called the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, and I kind of don't like that. I want the World Heavyweight Championship was... I think that was pulled over from WCW. That was their main belt. And actually that's from... They used to be associated with NWA, which was... not the rap group, but actual wrestling. But that's here and there. Let's so let's go into the first match of the night. I mean, there was a pre-match where let's spoil that one right away.
Tag team match. Whoever wins gets to be in the Royal Rumble.
So 2 guys. So it was Mark Henry and
Jack Swagger,
and
which they were in a tag team in main event. That was few people know that, but.
Right, so
I watched a few episodes and I was like, oh hey, they're coming to the.
Oh, main event's the other pay-per-view.
Yeah, no, main event is
TV show.
Superstars and main event. That's the 2 minor places.
Oh yeah, they're like an hour long.
Yeah.
I think they're all only matches. They're just matches.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
But anyway, so the first match was for the Intercontinental Championship, Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens.
And what a match.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, these guys took so many bumps. These guys went through so many tables.
There was lots of tables.
This should have been just a tables and chairs match. Tables, ladders,
No.
TLC.
No. The having it be a last man standing match.
Okay, there was no ladders.
Yeah.
I didn't see a ladder, but there was tables and chairs.
There was one in the
They were
Royal
having
Rumble
supper.
match.
Yes, there was a ladder in the Royal, which was hilarious. But so, good match.
Yeah.
I mean, good match. Remember, I told you when I
5
said
stars.
what I wanted out of this, and I didn't really know who was gonna win. I just wanted a good match. And guess what?
You got
I got a good match.
it. There's no way to like make this not a good match. It's Kevin Owens and Dean Ambrose. It's gonna work.
Yeah. So basically, they went through every table, every chair, tons of spots where they're throwing into stairs. Was this the one where they took out Cole? I mean, they literally took him out. They threw. Yeah. This is what happened. He threw Cole. Ambrose threw Kevin Owens at Cole.
I don't know if this was like planned.
It was not planned because Cole got nailed. He was on the ground. He was like in the middle of commentating, and he just gets taken out. And then Saxton's like, Cole's out. I don't know what to do.
Did you see Dean Ambrose just like going through his phone?
Oh yeah. And I thought he was gonna take a selfie because he had Cole's phone while he's standing up on the table over him. He's like, "Hey, I got a phone." And then Kevin Owens ended up with his iPad.
That would have been great.
Oh
my gosh, you should have taken a selfie.
I know. I was like,
Just
"Where's a selfie?"
Should have been stood over the table, stood on top with Michael Cole on the ground, and then posted it to Twitter.
Yes. While he's in the middle of a match. Having a great match, guys. Hope you enjoy it.
Hashtag coal mine.
Oh yeah, you gotta have gotta have the hashtag. Hashtag coal mine. There we go. So, Ambrose won.
I like the spot where like Kevin Owens, he was down, and he was at the count of 9, and he rolled out of the ring, and he caught himself on the rope, and then he was up on his feet.
Yeah, they had so many great close calls, but in the end, it looked like they were setting up a spot with Ambrose on 4 chairs set up almost like a table in the middle of the ring, and he's laying on it, and Owens jumps up on the top, but they had already set up beforehand 2 tables stacked, and Ambrose comes and pushes him right off,
and
done
count.
And it was a good match. I mean, that was just pure fun. Was pure fun. So I'm really happy with that match. Good job, WWE. Good match.
I liked how they were
entertaining,
constantly like trying to stand on their feet. I like that.
Yeah, that was great.
Like,
so that match,
they were always off balance.
I gave it an A. A+.
5 stars.
5 stars, A+. A big thumbs up and golf clap. That's our rating.
Golf clap. Get a golf clap.
So next we have up was the New Day versus Usos, and the most important fact about this whole match was not the actual match itself.
Yes.
It was the fact that Francesca,
the trombone,
is being mourned, but not forgotten, but also replaced. Yep.
Yes. Now we have Francesca 2.
How do you feel about this? How do you feel about this, Mr.
Francesca 2. Well, I think it's very sad that Francesca has passed us, but I think there's a certain point where we have to move on and accept facts
and buy a new horn.
Yep.
I like how they said they bow down all your unicorn horns in respect.
And
that was pretty funny.
It's a much shinier golden.
They said
gold.
we learned later that Francesca too is plated with solid gold,
Yes.
and everything was gold. They were just kept on talking about gold. Now everything is gonna be gold, gold teeth, gold everything.
Golden Eye.
Golden Eye, yeah, Golden Eye. That was a good reference. I'm like, I'm thinking back. I'm like, I remember watching wrestling when Golden Eye came out, and that was on the N64. There was two. They had some of the greatest wrestling games, and Golden Eye. It just threw me back, but video game reference right there. So that's how my mind works. But yeah, that
also,
to me, I was like, oh, Francesca, we have a new horn, and it was beautiful, and crowd seemed to love it. New Day, it just does not fail to entertain, and I was just had a blast with that. And the match, I'm gonna say it was good.
It was, well, it was kind of overshadowed by the whole Francesca thing.
I know everybody's just like, Francesca's back, or a new Francesca, and they were just so happy they just forgot about the match. Not really, but compared to the one before it, it wasn't as intense, but there was some good spots, and they did.
It was a good follow up, but not an equal follow up.
It seemed like that one should have been first. The tag team should have been first. Yeah, if you're going to the order of importance of the belts, okay, the tag team belts are not as important as the international belt. So I would say you start with the lower belts. I think that would have built up a little better. So you would have a really good match with New Day, and then the next match would be even better with the Kevin Owens. I just think the order was messed up, but they were both good.
I think the order was perfect because like you got really hyped up for like this awesome match that just happened, and now you're like still really like you're like wow, this pay-per-view is already amazing. Then you got the New Day coming out making you laugh because they're the New Day,
right? And
then they have a match, which is
okay. I can see
bad.
You're just thinking there's a break for comedy.
Yeah.
Okay. I can kind of buy that, but
then
I was still like the order as far as the actual match. That's what I'm thinking. But I can see your point too. Okay, so they have their match, and New Day retains their title.
Of course.
Yeah. Big E, good quick finish. Oh, I liked how he tricked him at the end. He like tagged Kofi. I think it was Kofi in, and one of the Usos didn't see him, and he goes to do a finisher on Kofi, and then Big E's the actual legal man, comes in, catches him, slams him down, wins the match.
Big ending.
Big ending, good pop. It was good. It was good. I'll give it a B. B and
A for Francesca.
And an A for effort. E for effort. Affect.
Puns
are guns. And that song that's all got to play about fire.
There's a Mortal Kombat reference.
Finish him.
Yeah.
Finish him. We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
Anyway,
this is great.
That was a good match, and we move on.
Solid.
So the final good match before the Royal Rumble was Kalisto versus Del Rio.
Final good match.
The one that we're gonna care about.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Internet, for him.
But anyway, Kalisto, you said this was the worst match of the night as far as the.
I said
singles.
it was the worst match of the night, but it was still a really good match. See, that's what I think about this, because this was a really good Royal Rumble.
Okay, I'm going to say it wasn't the worst. I'm going to say I think it was better than the Usos New Day. I think it was better because I love luchadors. I love Mexican wrestling. That's the reason why I started watching WCW, because they had Rey Mysterio, and they had all the other, I can't remember. There's Psychosis, I think, and Eddie Guerrero, and they just had all these guys that were really good. I was like, what is this wrestling? What are these masked guys? Hoot and Toot Guerrero was another one. Oh my gosh.
Have you ever heard of Lucha Underground?
No.
It's all luchadors.
Okay, that's something I definitely need to check out because I'm just big. I'm big on that. I mean, I love the style. And Japan, a lot of the guys in Japan do that too.
It's where Del Rio went when he left.
When he left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where Mysterio is now.
Yeah. And, but he's not a luchador.
Mysterio?
No, Del Rio.
Yeah, well, it's Mexican wrestling.
Okay, yeah, he's like the farthest from Mexican wrestling I can see. I think he could probably do it though.
Del Rio?
Del Rio.
He's a Mexican.
I mean, I'm not talking about his actual nationality. I'm talking about his style. His style is more in line with the WWE style than the luchador
style. It's like a good like round off.
I think he can do the moves though. I really do. I haven't seen him, but I have an inkling suspicion that he can actually pull out those moves. Anyway, so this turned into a real good rivalry. I can say rivalry.
Rivalry.
Thank you. I have a hard time saying that. And
it was
this. I mean, like I said, Kalisto did some awesome moves, did some crazy stuff that I just love. In watching them put on that show, it was pretty good. I mean, like I said, I like it better than New Day. And Usos.
Okay. Let me try this. Okay. Name one thing you remember about the New Day match. Name.
Francesca.
Okay.
The ending. The ending.
Where he caught him and he. Okay.
Yeah, that trick ending. That was good.
Name
there was a couple stuff outside the ring. They speared each other, and there was one point where Usos hit one guy outside and another guy dived out. That they were all four laying on the ground. That was cool. But you just can't beat luchadors.
Okay, name the most memorable part of the Kalisto match.
Every time he did that one somersault thing on him, where he climbs the rope backwards and upside down and flips him.
That's his finishing
What's
move.
the finishing move called?
Sude Deso.
He did that twice, and it was beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
I was gonna say the botch.
Oh, the botch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying this one is.
But it was a funny botch. I mean, he jumped up on Ben's back and it looked like he slipped.
He stood on his back.
He jumped up and landed on his back. What, you think he's supposed to land on his back?
That obviously wasn't planned.
And he's like, what do I do? And then even the announcers are like, what was that?
And then he slips off and then Del Rio falls on top of him. That's what happened.
Right. But it was a good, I'm trying to remember how it ended. It ended with that.
Sude Deso.
Yeah, and he just did it a couple times. I was entertained, and I'm glad he got the belt back. So now I feel better about him losing the belt because now they say he's a 2-time USA champion. So I'm like, okay, I'll take that. Now they need to leave him alone.
Let him reign.
At least a month.
At
least the fast lane, which is next pay-per-view. We're going to be doing this.
Maybe you could build this up and bring it to WrestleMania.
Right.
He's going to do
something.
WrestleMania.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's going to at least go to Fastlane.
Yeah.
As a champ. Then it'd be like, okay, I'm happy. I'm happy for him. It was a good idea to give him. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And then after this match, there was a Divas match. And it was a really long bathroom break, and then we get to the main Royal Rumble match.
Wait, you skipped over everything. It's Charlotte retained. Sasha Banks came back. Wait, no.
And the bathroom break is over.
I hate you.
All right, now it's the final, the main course of the Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble.
The actual Royal Rumble. Which confused me sometimes that there was other matches.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. Like the names of the pay-per-views.
Right.
A lot of them are just named after their match, like the Cell or Elimination Chamber or.
Yeah, the actual main match And the Royal Rumble to me was just the Royal Rumble, and that should take up all the time, but it doesn't. So, like you said, they defend the title.
Yeah.
And so, no surprise. Okay, I don't know how we're going to tackle this. Okay, we for sure are going to list. We're going to go down. I have in order who came out.
And some of them.
Now in the game, okay, I earlier I was trying to. So in the game to the WWE,
which you're probably watching right now.
What you're watching right now, you can get everybody in there. Even the surprise ones, they're already online. Somebody's made the ones that we're gonna reveal to you that are a surprise that weren't originally in the game. But you can't choose the order they come out.
Yeah.
So the best you can do is have 6 players. Looks like you can have 6 controllers, but
we don't.
I can only pick one with 1 controller.
Yeah, you can like do. If you have 6 controllers, you can do
the first 6 guys.
Yeah, but if not, you're screwed.
So you can get the first 2. I was only put it on 1 player, and you only can get the first one, which is Roman Reigns, and you have no control of the order over the rest. It's just random, but I was able to get everybody in. So we're just gonna go down the list here and give our impressions. I don't want to take too long on this podcast, but of course when we get closer to the end, then we can talk more on which one. Of course, first number 1, rigged up by the McMahons.
Roman Reigns.
Okay, so he came out, looked ready to fight. Didn't seem fazed by the fact that he was going to be number 1.
Mm-hmm.
And the first guy he's got to go after was one of the League of Nations, Rusev. And I would say good choice on the McMahons.
Yeah, I predicted this. I was like talking to some people, and I said Rusev's going to be the first one, and it was Rusev.
And it was. And so Rusev comes out, is not able to take out Reigns, and then right off the bat.
Okay, wait. Okay, let me set the stage.
Okay.
Roman Reigns just took out Rusev. Okay, he's all alone in the ring, and then you hear his music. You don't recognize this music. A lot of people actually most people don't recognize this at all because this is a certain indie wrestler, and they kind of remixed this music a little.
So was this his original song, or did they?
No. Well, yes, it was, but they remixed it to fit like
his character
intro.
now.
Yeah.
Because I've seen him wrestle on TNA a little bit. I never paid attention to.
And for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, it's AJ Styles.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, I don't watch a lot of TNA,
and the internet.
And
explodes.
I do read a lot. I know who he is. I know he did this thing with Sting, and I know he's really good, and that's about all I know. But I know he was like besides Sting when he was at TNA, he was the big guy. He was the main guy.
He's like Mr. TNA. He's
Mr. Indy.
And
so
NG New Japan Pro Wrestling. He was that's where he was before this.
I know, and so now he makes it to
WWE.
WWE. Okay. Shortly after this, I've never really been a big Twitter guy, but I really wanted to see what other people were saying, so I started getting on Twitter and looking what people were saying, and people were ecstatic.
This guy's huge.
They were just could not believe that AJ Styles was in there, and Kevin I think Kevin Owens comes in later.
Yeah.
Nope. Yeah. Okay. I get my orders better. So AJ Styles is there.
It was
place is blowing up. Then next was Tyler Breeze.
He wasn't in there long.
Roman took him out. We're gonna kind of go through who took him out too. I had a couple missing. It went too fast, but
one complaint I have: the camera work in this was really messed up.
Yeah, they were. You couldn't foul. They would miss stuff. They were missing
Yeah.
things.
Like Kofi getting eliminated, that was totally off screen, and then they had to replay it.
Yeah, and he usually has a big save, like you said. Oh yeah. So then we had
Tyler Breeze,
Curtis Axel,
yeah.
the first.
Disappointment of the night. Oh my gosh. Okay, this guy has been building up this freaking Royal Rumble for like the entire year.
Okay, yeah, because he never got eliminated. He never even entered the ring.
I know. For anyone to have a hype in this match, just going off the bat, it's freaking Curtis Axel.
Because he's still technically in the match.
He's still in the 2015 Royal Rumble match.
They even, like in the pre-show, asked him, "How's it? Are you tired from being in the Royal Rumble match for this long?" He's like, "Do I look tired?"
And this guy had so much, like, he had anything going for him, it was this. And they could have at least let him eliminate someone or something, but nope.
Close on by AJ.
Out of the ring.
Took him out. And that was it.
So disappointed.
And they're getting a lot of push for the social outcast too.
Except they're not letting them win.
Which is kind of
me sad.
They are winning. We'll get to Monday Night Raw. They are winning.
They are winning my heart.
Okay, and then Y2J.
Oh yeah, they are winning, aren't they?
Jericho comes in and he does not disappoint. He does not disappoint. He
is. If anyone is the Iron Man in this match, it's Ambrose.
Ambrose and Y2J. Jericho.
Sorry, Jericho. Well,
I know why you said it because you're looking at the.
Yeah.
But yep, he put on a fight, man. He lasted a long time. Mm-hmm. And then next comes I don't understand this. You need to explain. Kane with his mask and hair again.
He's had it for a while now.
What happened to Corporate Kane?
He disappeared. He got fired.
This is what I wanted to happen. Okay. I know that thing is a stupid wig because you don't grow your hair that long, that quick.
Sure.
And he's bald. I wanted, if they were going to bring out Kane like that, Mask Kane, which doesn't make any sense to me, they should have came out with Corporate Kane after he got eliminated.
But Corporate Kane
that would have been
died.
Hilarious because isn't it technically supposed to be two different people?
Yeah.
So that would have been hilarious. Because they were even commentating. Well, he was the authorities' right hand man. They even talked about it. I'm like, that'd been hilarious if Corporate Kane come out, but they've done it with Mick Foley. Mick Foley has come out as all three of his characters one time in a Royal Rumble. I don't know what year, but I remember overhearing somebody talking about that, and that was just ingenious that he came out as all three of his characters.
Corporate Kane died in the Cell match.
Okay.
With Seth Rollins.
Yeah, but when we were
fired.
when we seen it live,
Lost.
it was Corporate Kane when he went against John Cena. When we went to a live event.
Yeah, but
so it wasn't that long
but
ago.
That was before the Cell.
That was before the Cell. Okay. Up next, Goldust came back.
It was funny. The next one.
And Ryback. I don't even have how Ryback got kicked out. So Ryback was number 9.
I don't even know what happened to Ryback.
I don't either. He just ate so many people that he just got full and left. Number 10. Number 10 was Kofi. And New Day come out.
Always a pleasure to see
I really
him.
miss his SOS. Boom, boom.
Hear them shouting.
Titus O'Neil. Next.
Through the Big Show.
Big Show.
Oh, right.
R-Truth.
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 Oh, R-Truth. Okay. So, remember earlier when I was talking about how ladder was... Okay, so R-Truth has this, like, new thing he's doing recently where he's very forgetful.
He's always acting stupid.
He runs to the ring, freaking pulls out a ladder, and he goes in. I'm thinking, okay, one of two things is going to happen. He's going to set up that ladder and try and get the money in the bank contract, or he's going to be super freaking smart and spin around with it like this and just hit everyone. That would have been ingenious.
Yeah, because I'm like, wait, it's no disqualification. He could throw a ladder in there. There's nothing stopping him.
Well, I don't know what happened to the ladder, actually.
Kane threw it back out.
Why?
I don't know.
That
He
was
just
dumb,
tossed it back
Kane.
out.
But yeah, he set it up, and of course, it was the first one, and he went to grab the money in the bank contract, and it just wasn't there. And I don't know if he thought it was the money in the bank contract or the
belt.
The belt. Yeah.
He's like, and then they knock him out.
Wait,
and throw
where
him
did
out.
it go? And that was the end of our truth.
Yep,
Good.
that was pretty quick, but it was funny.
It was great.
Then up next was Luke Harper.
Uh.
That was okay. So this is your theory about the Wyatts.
Mhm.
That the Wyatts were all gonna get in there together, and then that's when we started thinking about it. It's like that's ingenious. They're
Yeah.
all just gonna get in there, and
Dominate.
because they're just gonna give it to Bray.
Yeah.
So our theory
Was semi-correct.
was starting to transpire.
Yep.
So so we've got Luke Harper. He gets in there. He lasts a long time. Next was Stardust.
Uh-huh. Stardust was.
And
he was
Stardust
there.
was there. Big Show. So Big Show comes in.
Big
So
Show.
he got
Big
the
Show
big eye.
always has like this aura around him. Where it's like you gotta beat the Big Show.
You gotta get him
because
over.
he's always the hardest one to because he's the Big Show. He's a giant.
Right. You gotta get rid of him with somebody else.
Yeah.
He ends up throwing out.
It's always like an underdog, or someone. It's like barely getting them over.
Big Show throws out Titus O'Neil.
Yeah. And
which was another. He's a pretty big guy.
yeah.
What else does he eliminate anybody else? We're just checking here. I think that's the only one he threw out.
Yeah. Wow.
Unless I'm missing one. I could be wrong.
Well,
but
next out is of course Neville.
Neville
My
does
pick for
pretty-
winning the Rumble.
Your pick. No, you said Bray
That's
Wyatt.
that no
You said
yeah
Wyatt.
yeah, but that's my dream pick.
Your dream
like-
pick.
Like
Your
if-
wishful thinking pick.
Yes, or Heath Slater, but Heath Slater wasn't in this match, and that really upset me.
There's another person that wasn't in this match. We'll get to.
Oh right,
Uh,
not about that.
we have a theory that they're just we don't know what he's doing.
It's so
Okay.
sad.
Braun Strowman, when he came in, he just wrecked.
Braun Strowman. Oh my gosh, this dude.
Who did he take out now?
He
Braun
he
Strowman,
took out
Stardust
Big
and
Show?
Big Show.
Big Show. No, he took
Kane?
out Big Show, Kane, and Stardust all in one go.
So yeah, that guy is not to be messed with.
Cause Kane and Big Show are always like these two giant like freaking.
Yeah, remember when we
They got
when they
an aura around them in the Rumble. Like you got to get rid of these guys, and he got rid of them all in like 1, 2.
yeah,
all
and he
gone.
got rid of Big Show quick.
I know. He got
And
rid of
he's
Kane and
taller
Big Show.
than Big Show.
in
That's right. He's
under
taller.
a minute. It was under a minute.
Yeah, so he come in and start wrecking it. So then we have,
By the way, Luke Harper still in the match.
yep. So now we have two of the Wyatts. So we have two of the Wyatts when he comes in, and they just start doing exactly what we thought they would do is start wrecking it. Kevin Owens, he comes in limping because of that first match, and we're like, this guy's not gonna last. But he puts up a fight, and then right afterwards, Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose. So
That was
the
that was
first-
probably the last thing this dude wanted.
It's like, here we go again. You just went through a table, and he's out there like Kevin Owens when he comes out. He's kind of like dragging his leg.
He's
And then
he's limping, and then Dean comes out. He's not exactly. He's
100%. And
But Dean comes out, and he's not like 100%, but he's also still. He looks like he's ready.
yeah, he's psycho.
Of
And-
course. he's
Okay,
cool.
and then
And then
Mr. Seaworld's favorite.
one of my favorites, at least. Go! Whoa! Whoa!
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. This is how Mr. SeaWorld tells me. Guess who comes out? He attempts to imitate their theme song,
I know,
and I have no idea what he's doing. I'm like,
Of course.
what are you talking about?
It's my favorite thing ever, because he gets so confused, and I'm just
He's like, unless it's John Cena, I have no idea what the theme song is.
it's great.
And I used
Or the
to. I used to know
picture.
what the songs were back when Edge was there and stuff like that. But
It's because I used
but-
to always do this.
okay,
And then
what's
do that.
the guy?
Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn. Okay, number 20. Sami
Mr.
Zayn.
NXT.
Mr. NXT, I guess.
Recently back from injury, and now in the main roster, maybe because he wasn't on Raw. Spoilers, and it was confusing.
Okay, Sami Zayn, good pop. Who went at it with him?
Owens.
Yeah, I guess they have a thing.
Yeah. Oh, we forgot to mention, Kevin Owens, he eliminated AJ Styles.
Oh.
That happened, and
See, that was smart. This is what I think happened, and it was two indie guys because Kevin Owens has been an indie guy, and
Yeah.
and you told me that they wrestled each other before, AJ Styles. So it wasn't like WWE threw out it independent
by
You know what I mean?
freaking
because Kevin Owens has
Johnson.
got his own, I would say street cred as independent, and AJ Styles is. So I thought that was a good move. So it showed that.
It was basically WWE saying, "Hey, guess what? Don't hurt us, please."
Yeah, here's your two guys. He's got to leave, but we're gonna throw one of his guys out with him. So
Haha.
that's what I was thinking. I'm thinking they're thinking, but who knows what McMahon is
And then
thinking. Anyway, Eric. Who's this? Eric Rowan?
Eric Rowan,
Wyatt. Okay.
Also, I
So
forgot
now we got-
how Sammy got eliminated. It's not written.
I
I know he eliminated Sammy's.
Somebody got
Brock or Owens.
Okay. Yeah, that's one I missed. It got confusing after a while.
Camera.
So we got 3 Wyatts in there. So our theory is now all right. So we got all 3 of them.
All 3 of the Wyatts minus the actual Wyatt.
Wyatt. So they're in, and so everything we're saying, okay, this is gonna
And
happen.
It's all building up, and I'm like, I called it.
Yes, you did. And then Mark Henry comes out, and
He won the freaking. Okay.
I guess who throws out Mark Henry?
The Wyatts.
The
not,
Wyatts.
Not a specific Wyatt.
All
the
3
Wyatts.
of them. Okay.
And
then
actually, I thought this was a huge disappointment because he freaking won that disgrace to the pre-show. Poor pre-show.
because they won.
Yeah.
And the fact that and another thing, they're saying that Mark Henry, this is gonna be his last Royal Rumble. He's talking about retiring. What a way to set him off. Just
That's.
well, okay. The thing about it, though, it took 3 guys to throw him out.
Yeah.
Okay, it wasn't like Stardust threw him out
Yeah. That's true.
or Slater. You know, it's not like Slater went and threw him out.
I would have been
So
fine.
it was a good nod that this guy is so huge that it took 3 of the Wyatts, which are big guys, to throw him
all
out.
3
So
of them.
much, but he should have lasted longer. And then, of course, Brock comes out and he wrecks havoc like Brock
course.
does. Who did Brock take out? He took out Luke Harper.
He took out. Actually, the first thing they did.
And Braun Strowman.
Brock Lesnar. He went at the Wyatts. And then he took out all of them.
Yeah, he took off all 3, and I'm like, what?
Dang. Then I was just sitting there like, crap.
And then you're like, how's this going? And then Bray Wyatt hasn't even come in yet.
So we'll save that.
So Bray Wyatt hasn't even come in yet. And so next comes Jack Swagger,
Who also won the pre-show and also
Brock
got eliminated.
immediately. I think he did beat out Santino's record of quickest throwout elimination.
If anyone,
It was maybe a second longer, but he got thrown out quick.
Yeah.
So and then
The Miz.
And
25.
I missed how Miz got thrown out. I don't have it in,
did I.
but the Miz did something funny. They had Brock. So Miz is coming out when Brock is in there tearing up everything.
It's like freaking the Miz comes out. He sees Brock and he's like, "Oh,
And-
hey, look, commentator table."
Okay. We missed something here. During all this, so you're thinking, well, Roman Reigns is still in the match, right?
Oh yeah.
But I would say like good 3 or 4 people in, McMahon comes out and pulls him out underneath the ring, and the League of Nations proceed to pound the crap out of him, and then they take him out on a stretch, try to, and then he just walks out. So it was like, but he
Put him
was
through-
never eliminated.
Rip
So
Spanish announce table.
They literally did. And so they take him out. He's gone. He's gone for like a good chunk of the match. And I'm sitting there, okay, I know what they're going to do. This is how he's going to survive. He's going to come back. And the announcers are even giving hints that, hey, he wasn't eliminated. He's still in the match. And so
yeah, I was sitting there like, this is way too.
And I'm sitting there.
I was like,
I'm like, she should have waited. But this is what the Miz does. He doesn't get in there when Brock and everything is there. He goes in the announce table and just starts doing commentary. And they're like, when are you gonna get in there? I'm resting. I'm saving my energy.
Smart, actually.
I'm like, and this is what I said. When they did the Roman Reigns thing, a couple years back, Miz got eliminated. He got like thrown underneath the bottom rope, and everybody forgot about him.
Mm-hmm.
It was like
I forgot about him.
And then all of a sudden, this is when he had the fro hawk, and he goes and pops up his little head, and they all go, "The Miz is still in this."
I think he won that. Did he win that?
I think he did. I might be wrong, but I think he won that. And it was like, I'm like, I know what they're going to do. They're going to do the same thing they did with The Miz. Is they forgot about him, that he was still in there. So that's what I'm thinking when I'm watching this. Out comes Del Rio.
Uh-huh.
And Roman should have waited longer, but he comes back and gets out. So he lasted up to 26th guy, but he gets thrown out. Yeah. And it was like, oh, crap. Now what?
Number 27, the number that is the most won. Fun fact, more people have won from the number 27 than anyone else.
And your guy,
Bray Wyatt.
And so you remember our theory that he was going to team up with all his guys and just throw out and just take over. Well, and we're like, I can't do it now.
He doesn't have his guys. Then he walks to the ring, and then he does the cane arm lift, but without the drop. You know what I'm talking about. And then all of his. They're all still there, and they all can still.
So there's no disqualification in this match. They all just run in and pick up Brock Lesnar and throw him out.
It was genius, and I was so happy.
And I'm thinking to myself, is that legal? Because Bray Wyatt didn't even touch him.
I know.
He didn't. Nobody except the guys who already got thrown out went back in there and threw him out. And I'm sitting there going, Heyman's gonna go nuts. Heyman's gonna go throw a fit. And I'm like, you didn't hear a peep about it. Heyman was there too. I seen him outside the ring, and I'm like, okay, what is going on? And I was like,
so happy.
That was so ingenious. He could still do what we thought, and he doesn't care. And then the thing is, they don't even have to sacrifice because they're all eliminated. So
smart.
I'm sitting there, okay, Wyatt's got this. Wyatt's got this. So if Roman don't got it,
actually, I think Brock threw a bunch of them out or something, or they just sort of left.
Right. So, like I said, we don't know what happened to Miz and Sami Zayn. They got thrown out somewhere in there.
I think this is setting up a Bray Wyatt Lesnar feud.
It might.
And you know what I loved? Okay, you know how the guy I really, really, really didn't want to win, Brock Lesnar, got thrown out by the guy that I really, really, really did want to win, Bray Wyatt, and I was so happy.
Yeah, so they set that up, and then we're sitting there going, okay, who's gonna be the big surprise? Because there's got to be a big surprise. And I'm looking at everybody. I'm like, from 25 down, I'm pretty much figured out who was coming in. I go, we got the League of Nations, so we got Del Rio, Sheamus, and
Sheamus, Rusev, Barrett.
Barrett. I'm like, okay, they got to have the League of Nations in there, so they're going to have those three. Bray Wyatt.
Those four.
Bray Wyatt. And then I'm sitting there going, who's the last one?
There was one extra, and I was thinking Undertaker. Because they've had a last Survivor Series, they've had a last, and they could have a last Royal Rumble.
So they came out with Miz, and I was like, Miz? Okay. And he did his thing. Del Rio came out,
and then counting down 5, 4, 3. I was so certain that it was gonna be Taker. It was like Undertaker, and it was like, I'm here to show the way. I'm here to show the way. It was Dolph Ziggler.
It was like Ziggler. Okay. I'm like, okay, now it's just Sheamus and Bray Wyatt or Barrett. And I'm like,
Sheamus and Barrett.
I'm
last two.
I'm like, okay, that's sucks. And then so Sheamus comes out, of course, and then I'm like, okay, so Sheamus comes out 29, and he's the guy that's been destroying Roman, and he don't even have to worry about that no more.
I think Roman spears it. No, this is the part where Roman comes back right here, and he comes back and he spears him before he gets in the ring. Remember that.
Okay, so he threw out Sheamus before Del Rio got him. Okay.
Del Rio stayed in the match for a while.
Yeah, yep, because Del Rio's the one that threw out Roman, but Roman took out Sheamus.
Before he got in the ring. Well, yeah, later on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then he gets in the ring. I'm like, okay, number 30, Wade Barrett. It's got to be Wade. He's the only one that's not laughing.
And we keep on pointing out that Wade Barrett doesn't talk. They don't do anything with Wade Barrett.
He's
Everybody else.
So sad.
He doesn't have any matches.
He was like you got the ambush at the end of TLC or whatever. It was Rusev and Del Rio and not Wade Barrett. And I was like, okay, number 30, come on, Wade. It's Triple H.
We're like, really?
Not Wade Barrett. That's this poor dude. Oh my gosh. Like, you couldn't sacrifice freaking, I don't know, Stardust for the
R-Truth was entertaining.
Yeah.
But so yeah, Triple H comes out number 30.
That was a surprise.
Took out. So
shock.
We had left.
Twist.
I think Ziggler stayed in there. Yep, Triple H took out Ziggler.
Sorry. Bumped the mic.
Bray Wyatt took Sheamus and Triple H to get Bray Wyatt out of there.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt stayed in there.
So they got him out, and then
it was Dolph Ziggler got eliminated by Triple H. Dolph Ziggler almost eliminated Triple H.
Yeah, he did.
That was really close.
And then it ended up with the final two.
No. Okay, so the last four are it's Triple H, Sheamus,
Bryant,
Roman, and
Ambrose.
Ambrose has been in this match for forever, longer than Roman Reigns, and he was the first one in the match.
Because he got pounded.
Yeah.
So it ended up coming down to.
Okay, so Sheamus got eliminated by Roman, and then the next elimination was Roman Reigns.
And then Bryant by Sheamus. Yeah, because then it was like, what? The belt's gone.
Roman Reigns got eliminated, and I was like, what? What? It was amazing. Because I was 100% certain when Triple H and Roman Reigns were in the same ring, I was like, okay, I get it. Last two, Roman Reigns, Triple H, and then someone's gonna win. I don't really know at this point. Blah, blah, blah. But Roman Reigns got eliminated. Then it came down to Dean Ambrose and Triple H.
Yeah, and I'm like, what?
I was like,
Dean Ambrose?
Whoa.
And then Dean Ambrose is like, okay. I'll get another belt tonight.
I'm cool with that.
And then it didn't last long.
At it. No, that lasted. No, it lasted. No. It lasted.
It lasted for a little bit, but it was no doubt in my mind Triple H won it.
No, I hoped in my heart.
Oh, I did. I did too. I wanted him to win, but it was just like, they're not going to give him two belts. They're not going to push him like that. And then
they could have.
They could have, but they didn't. And of course, Triple H won.
But smart move, not Triple H and Roman, because the internet would have hated that.
Yeah,
just saying.
I don't care about the internet, but
screw you, internet. You always ruin things.
They do, but
it was
hate mail, send it my way. Anyway, it was. I just put boo, just boo. It's pathetic. I mean, really, he's done.
I was upset at this, and then I watched Raw, and I was like, oh crap, he knows that he's done.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, I'm just gonna say something from Raw because it completely changed everything for me. It was actually I like this a lot because it wasn't I didn't like Triple H winning. Like in my mind I was like, okay, Triple H is gonna win, but I liked the way he won though. Like I liked the whole setup. I liked the main thing was it wasn't Roman in Triple
Right,
H.
that was
I
already
liked
taken
Dean.
out. Right.
That's.
I
like
think
that.
having Ambrose there was cool, but I was like, he isn't gonna win.
I like I think it was like the whole match was just, it was all entertaining me. I was like, okay, this is a good Rumble match. Triple H, he won, but I was like, but that's okay though, because I liked it.
I don't know. It was just
entertaining.
so like, for me. I mean, the match was going really good. It was really exciting, and it was like, Triple H came out and won. We're like, oh, okay, that's it. But like you said, it builds up Raw. It builds up WrestleMania.
Raw.
Raw. We really are biting at the lip to do Raw review.
There's so much good stuff. Raw was amazing.
So we're gonna tape that later, but I give it a good. That was a good. B minus.
A. That was an A. That was an A. Pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view.
That was an A.
I give you nice, but
I.
So we'll call it a B
I liked,
plus.
No.
A minus.
A plus. I'm calling this an A plus. I loved every match. Every match was there. I've watched some other of the older pay-per-views like
Okay, I give you. It was better than the last. It was
Survivor
good.
Series.
It was good.
I liked every match. I was entertained. You know what? The Cell. I was kind of bored throughout that. I was barely watching Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar, mainly because I don't like Brock Lesnar.
But yeah. So, thanks for watching. Again, I'm AI. This is Mr. SeaWorld.
Yo.
This is our Royal Review, our special side series from Raw Review. Please check that out.
Pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view. That's what we're gonna call it. But again, this was a great match. Entertained. And if you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, leave comments. We like to answer comments. We're just building this up. Beginning of the year, we figured this was a good time to launch. We're just gonna be consistent and trying to keep these going, and it's all for fun. It's clean, PG. Don't have to worry about language. This is something we don't do. But just hope you enjoy it, and we will see you next time.
We love you.